Hello. Hey, you guys. Hey. Hello. My hair's a little nappy. I don't have a brush. I'm wearing my I Am Thinking shirt. I got my little three-dimensional frog walking by me, my periodic table of elements and what they look like and stuff like that. I've got like three of them around the house. One of them is a shower curtain because I needed it for chemistry for whatever reason. Anyways, today I'm with Gaia's Empowerment Center LLC. My computer's broken and I was in the middle of an advertisement. Blah blah blah. Don't want to get into detail. So new computer, new gadgets on the way, and I didn't get a new phone, and this one's crappy. So, anyways, whatever. Had to put something out there, like trying to keep things up and going and trying to maintain a business from scratch when it's all been an uphill battle and you have no idea how to do one thing or another and you're doing it all by yourself. You got the whole world against you. You've already thrown a bunch of money at the patent idea and it works flawlessly, better than expected. You're in the middle of a book. I'm in the middle of like my fourth draft, so it's finally clear enough to make sense. So I'm in the middle of I just started the third chapter, so probably, like the first fifth of it, first 10th, I don't know. So I'm doing pretty well on that. So almost done, almost not even 60 days into the fourth draft and already working on the third chapter. And there's going to be like 5 or 6 chapters. And the book is called Science of Spirituality, Turbo Workbook Edition. Now, I have posted, on whatever Chatterbox social media and stuff like that of what I picked up in there, and I've noticed some awesome improvements. Not necessarily my life. I've been kind of like trying to keep my head level. I mean, I lost a business a long time ago. It was worth a few millions, and my family decided to you know what? You're crazy. How dare you think outside the box? How dare you exploit an opportunity and use your own finances to fund this? And how dare you ask us to say, hey, cool. I mean, I literally brought, it was like, hey, it's right here in the middle of COVID. Everyone else is losing their mind, and I'm like, I'm the only one sane here enough trying to generate some sort of activity. So they all decided to betray me, but that's whatever. Anyway, so I've been trying to recover from all that. I mean, it's trying to keep your mind together and keep your boundaries and build something new and like when you come out of a disaster and trying to rebuild yourself up from scratch, you kind of have to restructure your mind and your heart, which is what I've been doing with this Gaia's Empowerment Center. You guys, it may seem big-headed or whatever, but in all actuality, think about what the two big teachers did about 2,000, 2,500 years ago. Socrates and that big J dude that people like to crucify all the time. And there's like 6 different branches of it with 3,000 or whatever, 36,000 different dialects of whatever branch of church you want to call it. And, so it's been fractured, and then you got the one on the top who like to dress their women in faceless clothing, and the other ones just got weird beards. I mean, I'm not saying anything bad. That's just my observation. All the while, the majority of your thing, well, the Christian traditions are pagan knockoffs, holidays. Like example, Christmas. It's the winter solstice. It's celebrating here are better days to come, the shortest day of the year. I worked extra hard so you can enjoy the year with me. So this gift should help you with your next year. That's a gift giving. You guys want to turn it into a religious ceremony. Cool, great, awesome. But there's 2 different things. Some of the Easter, some of the other holidays are throughout the spring. That's harvest. That's gardening. A lot of those things are gardening aspects. Halloween, that's harvest time. When to plant, when to grow, when should you just sit back and chill because everything's frozen outside. Which is where the Christmas thing is. You worked on something and you put it together and you share it. It was about love, and then some religious person decided to do stuff. You got Socrates, who talked about the the uninitiated, the unexamined life. And Jesus, dude, was talking about the kingdom of heaven in his heart. And I was like, hey, get one with each other. The same thing. And they both died from it. One team, one person, not team, his followers tried to keep him alive, and had a lifelong prison break so they can be out on the other side of the planet and whatever. The other guy, was sadistically storified. Well, there's books about it. So, and then you're going to go outside of nature when he was telling you about getting with nature. And it's all about, love of nature. I mean, think about it. Who made the earth? It's physically speaking, we're standing on it, and God made it. So why do you want to fear? It's our lives, our responsibility, and we got, in one lifetime, we can be on 3 different planets. World peace is easy. You got to find an inner peace, and it's starting to work. So, with that said, with Gaia's Empowerment Center, I figured I'd do a little bit more fun, easy, light research, because a good way to understand propaganda and tree hugging or legitimate truth does it work? Is it some pie in the sky, or can I tangibly handle it, work with it, and does it bring fear or nourishment? Pretty much. So there's a lot going around. There's a lot of cool stuff. There's a lot of weird stuff. And I need to get it upgraded to electronics. Honestly, learning new stuff's a pain in the ass, which is why you see my drawing board's all broken to hell. Anyways, with that said, let's go over something simple. All right. Gaia's Empowerment Center. Now, why instead of the I? Because, A, it's why you doing this. It's your why, the warrior's path, the light path, or whatever. Empowerment, trying to bring you in or out, or you're in, who are you? And then center, your center of attention, or whatever. And this is some light thinking on what are 10 different trees. So basically, we're taking 5 things. Just keeping it simple. It's a Ride the Wave Wednesday. It's in the afternoon. I need to get some work. I want to get an advertisement up, and I'm just terrible with computers. Like, when I tried to send it out, I have no idea what I did wrong. And it's taken me like 3 weeks to figure it out, so my laptop broke in the process. Anywho, find 10 different trees in your neighborhood. If you live in the United States or elsewhere, I mean, there's, we migrate and we're all over the place, and so what? All right, what is the tree's natural habitat, continent, and countries occupied? What is the height, leaf type, age maturity, oldest, and life expectancy? 4, how many different organisms depend on this tree for food, for predator, to eat the insect, the caterpillar. The caterpillar is eating the leaf. What eats the caterpillar? That type of example. Housing to raise the future, offspring, nesting, and other. What is there a fancy thing about it? And then we got something fun about it to be unique and everything. Like what kind of birds are nesting it? Are you in the part where, because I live in Arizona and I can see different trees, and I'm about ready to do this myself. It's the beginning of the school year. This helps get the brain ticking. This is just some fun. This is some fun work. I mean, not maybe it's fun. You get to go outside. You get to check it out. I mean, we all got this. Your computer thing that you're watching this thing from is just as cool as this. All right. Thank you. Bye.